Why do parents want their babies to be quiet? What parent ever said, sit down, be quiet? What parent said to be seen and not heard is a good way for a child to be? Boom, boom, bang, pop. My dog, a 3-year-old Havanese, I was trying to potty train her all by myself in a very low moment in my life when a lot had left my life. Things that I had come to predict so much that they were woven into my stability and understanding of my world. And they left me. These things happen. Energies move, they shift. I wanted new energy. I bought a puppy. I needed to potty train her quickly because I was moving immediately to a rental. My first puppy with someone else potty trained pretty quickly. I didn't really lead the potty training. It wasn't my role in the relationship with the dog. It was just me and the second dog, Tia Beanie. And so I potty trained her like I was taught, observing others potty training dogs. When she went in the wrong place, no, no, no. A loud noise, boom, boom, pow, pop. The first dog I did not potty train. That dog hardly ever barked, no matter what happened. The dog would observe. That's how the other person trained the first Havanese. I trained my second Havanese in a hurry, having learned and observed a different way and having not fully paid attention and learned enough about this other way as I should have. And I trained with loud noises. This dog barks at everything. And then some. But we got better, so much better. And then 4th of July, boom, boom, pow, pop, fireworks. She was getting so much calmer, barked less, barked shorter, was going more to a as opposed to a woof, woof, woof. There we are. Somebody's walking by the sidewalk. 300 feet away. We're back to a roar. This is progress since the 4th of July. That night and every night since, her barking was going up, 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 and again. Boom, boom, pow, pop. The fireworks reminded her of her early potty training. Me barking at her loudly in my moment of stress and anxiety. So when she's stressed and anxious or unsure or unaware like I was, neurons that wire together, neurons that fire together, wire together. My dog has associated my anxiety and her own anxiety with a barking response. I didn't ring a bell. I made a loud noise. What does training a dog, potty training a dog, loud noises, and the 4th of July fireworks have to do with inner peace and understanding of how our universe works, understanding of the layers and systems of oppression that break some people's minds and come to wreck some people's bodies through toxins and artificial this and plastic that causes the cancers. You know this, we've seen this, they've published the studies. I know we fight over vaccines and other measures of science. Well, let's lower the fighting, let's turn up the observation and measurement. But let's keep talking. But let's talk about all of it. It's not just vaccines. If it is or isn't, let's find out all the way. Let's open the vaccines up. Let's open source them, so to speak, right? And let's see what's going on. No secrets. No boom, boom, pows if we know what's coming. My dog doesn't understand fireworks. My dog understands a loud noise as discipline in a moment of anxiety or panic. And she wants to discipline the noise and not be anxious, so she barks at it. You're making me nervous. You're making me nervous. Just like I told her, don't go potty inside. Don't go potty inside. I taught my dog stress. I taught my dog anxiety. Ouch. That's a hell of an accountability for me to carry. And now I work on it. So I tell her, shh, shh, quiet, shh, shh, and I sit with her when she's barking. I get on the floor and I sit with my little dog on the floor too. Shh, shh, quiet. Why would we tell our babies, shh, shh, quiet, boom, boom, pow, pop? How old are we, fam? How many generations removed from the last somebody's someone being sent off to war, being in war, being shot at, boom, boom, pow? Let's go back just a couple of hops. What was the last World War all about? What is genocide? We're hung up on the word pandemic and epidemic. Let's zoom out a hot second, family, and I do mean, for Wisconsin, a hot second. What is genocide? Was the Holocaust a genocide? Well, genocide is they'll say, I believe you look it up, ethnic cleansing. Whoa. Okay, what's ethnic? Ethnicity? Is that color? What am I? What ethnicity am I? Would I be cleansed in their fire? Who did go into the furnaces of the Holocaust? Genocide, my observation of the Holocaust and what we could measure, a lot of people that didn't agree with one person, a lot of different humans of different color gradients and sizes and walks of life, they went into the furnace if they didn't agree with one person. How do the gears on your bicycle work? If you have one very small gear to start and you attach the pedals to that, and then way out here is a really big gear, what's going to happen? That one person is driving the reality for everybody else and deciding who goes in the furnace? They just say what race or color or ethnicity, or whether they want to stay on the email or be dropped off the email like Tina. I get it. We could be white or white or white. Or we could be brothers and sisters. Or gray and dark and black and darker. Or brothers and sisters. I love all brothers and sisters. How do we get to talking about fireworks? Potty training a dog barking, sitting with my dog to go, shh, shh, quiet. So after the fireworks, my dog won't bark so loud. Because if I say, be quiet, loudly, I realize that made her bark louder. But if I sit with her and I go, shh, shh, quiet. After the fireworks now, a couple weeks later, now we're back to a slow rumble or a growl when somebody walks by. But we used to go off for 5 minutes. So how is any of this connected to the Holocaust? People believe what they're told. We react to our environment. When the bombs dropped, we told our babies, shh, shh, quiet. Here comes the bombs, baby. If we're loud, we go in the furnace. The baby couldn't say, but we're not Jewish, or we're not that black. The baby couldn't say, I didn't get to vote yet. The baby said, hungry. Ah. Quiet, baby. Quiet, baby. Quiet, baby. Boom, boom, pop. Quiet, baby. How many closets and basements? Slave trade. the Freedom Railroad in the U.S., the Holocaust, the internment camps, ICE, the United States government, these systems of control that put people in boxes and cars and label them however they want to, however the one wants to. They're deciding who goes into the furnace. So it's all of us. It's all of us. They just changed the ratio on the gears to decide how fast we get to go in the furnace if we keep getting in lines for the furnace. Because who puts them in the furnace? Who put people in the furnace? Who tied the rope and did the lynchings? Sometimes the same color. Sometimes the same race. Sometimes the same ethnicity. Still to this day, Catholic priests molest children and tell them, shh, shh, quiet, because they can. Because if they know, they go boom, boom, pow. I'll tell your parents. If you say anything, boom, boom, pow. Shh, shh, quiet, baby. Take more abuse, baby. You understand? You can't do this to an innocent. I've been so wrong to ever even speak loudly in front of my dog. Am I wrong for speaking loudly on social media? Am I loud for daring others to hold themselves accountable? I don't know yet. A lot of this, I think, is my journey. If you're watching, maybe you'll share how much of it is your journey. Are we on a journey together? Do we have someplace to go? I have some predictions to share about that, past and present. Do we have something to understand? Yeah. Do we have a lot to settle? We sure do. We sure do. And we'll do it together. And we'll start by breathing. Because when they dropped bombs and moms had to choose between teaching the baby to be quiet or leaving the baby to cry, so they would drop the bomb on the crying baby because that's one less mouth to feed, so that then the children wouldn't cry. When they forced a mom to decide to leave the baby cry in the crib and walk away so they would drop the bomb on the crying baby, and she said to herself and God, at least it's one less mouth to feed, and turned to her other children and said, come here, let me hold you close and protect you. Do you understand how bonds between parents are broken when we confuse our children with our discipline instead of our love? When patience becomes a weapon? When attention becomes an addiction? And when, like a literal magic trick, they redirect your attention somewhere else, next and next and next. It's this feed, it's that feed, it's this stock, it's that one. It's this GPT, it's the next LLM, right? It's this $1 trillion investment. No, it's this one. It's this round of layoffs. This is the one that's going to do it. Never has. Unions will fix it. Oh, not unions will. Let's go look up Littleton, Colorado, Ludlow Mines. Who did that, Rockefeller? Who turned around and had HR and humanities programs and built libraries of and for themselves and edited history when they literally forced their employees to live on their land, pay the company store for the houses that the company built, made them build, made them then buy from them and live in, buy from their company store at their tax rate with the wages the company set. And when people stood up and said, no, the food grows right here. What do you mean? 2 brothers built this house. 2 humans, this house that I'm in that I can't afford, 2 brothers built this. Not a company, not a system, not a manufacturer. It's got some quirks. It's beautiful. So were they. The neighbor's house built by the same brothers. They built it together and moved in together. Family shifted their energy. They were peaceful and calm as brothers. Unlike perhaps this storm. Well, I guess the clouds aren't too bad. Looks worse on the camera. These two brothers shifted their energy to be peaceful with each other, I presume. I can't imagine they were warring and fighting and built these two beautiful houses with the depth of complexity they did. Every brick laid, every conduit bent correctly. Two brothers. Who has a brother right now that you could do an IKEA furniture project with without fighting? Okay. Ludlow, Wisconsin. Littleton, Colorado. Ludlow Mines. So the food just grows anywhere. They stood up and they said, no. We don't want to spend all of the money that you limit us. You say we can only work this job and only make this much. And now you tell us we must spend all of it back in the company system. We built these houses, literally. And now you charge us to live in the fruits of our labor? And then tax us for them and then put fees on the mortgages? And now you tell us you'll pay us less, we have to work more. The cost of living went up, but wages aren't ready yet. They said, no, we built the houses, we grew the food, we run the cantina, we got this. And Rockefeller said, boom, boom, pow, pop, and sent in mercenaries to kill his employees' families and the women and children. And so after the first boom, boom, pow, I wonder how quickly the other mother said, shh, quiet, shh, quiet. If you cry, maybe the boom, boom, pow comes to our house next. Stay quiet, baby. The boom, boom, pow is getting closer. Who makes you hurt your baby? It's not you, family. Who makes us angry with our children? It's not you, family. They programmed it. The system drove it into us. When we hear boom, boom, pow, when we feel boom, boom, pow, whether we've been shot or we're being shot at, or the email comes too late, or the job offer was fake, or the clickbait was clickbait. We were so excited and we clicked it and it's not what it was supposed to be. We were deceived and now we're addicted to it. We're addicted to their deception. No, you are not. That sun keeps rising. The ground keeps growing. Whatever seeds you sow, even if you don't, you let nature. If you move your energy and find your peace so that your energy is strong within you, rooted deep in your center peace, you will find that your energy flows out to help others and yourself. That is when you will find time to donate your time, to volunteer of yourself. Forget the dollar. It's not real. The boxes are empty all the way down. But hope is still here, always has been. Knock on a door, say hello to a neighbor in a different way. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. Not the system. Forget the system. Tear down the systems and free the souls. Go talk to people about what it was like when they played as a kid. What kind of sandcastles did they build? Hey, here at the Milwaukee River, what's changed over the years about the river? And then talk about the politics too, but talk about them a different way. Don't talk about the people. Don't use any of the names, a left or a right, a D or an R, a C or a D or this or an ism. Let's just get to being, ING, okay? Knock on a door. Hi, my name is Michael. I'm a little quirky. Sometimes I talk way too much and too long for a lot of people. I'd like to say hi. I'm a human being. I live next door. A couple doors down is a beautiful neighbor, Debbie. She's given me food at a time that I didn't know really how to get food for myself, and I didn't have the energy to keep growing it. And now I've got the food and the energy and the time and another soul that I love and feels love. And that's being. I have other neighbors and brothers and sisters. I knock on doors. Boom, boom, pow. They hear my knocks and they run. I understand. I understand. Time is going to have to flow in both directions for the vectors that we're given. And so we'll do it together. Sometimes we're still going to hear boom, boom, pop. But we don't need to say shh, quiet to our babies. But it might be time for some others to say shh, quiet. Hear meaning and understanding. And then go talk about it in their way. Go talk about this in your way. Am I right? Am I wrong? Who am I? Who am I to you? Who are you? Take that breath, nice and slow out. Find your agency. Find your peace. Love to all brothers and sisters.